Good evening, Doctor. In this presentation, we will present on the topic recent issues in network security. Beginning to introduce our team members for this presentation will be Aina, myself, Amalin, Koh Rong Soon, Ong Yi Kwong, and also Wang Chun Li. The contents of this presentation will include the abstract, the introduction, literature review, results and discussion, as well as the conclusion. Beginning with the abstract, cyber attacks are becoming more common and rampant nowadays as an issue in network security due to the rising of cyber attacks since the COVID-19 pandemic at the end of 2019. Studies on recent issues in network security is conducted to have better understanding on the types of attacks that are happening in society. Hence, the three main attacks will be covered in this study are phishing, ransomware, and also denial of service attack. Therefore, the mechanism, detection, and prevention of each attack will be discussed further in this paper, where different mechanisms used for each attack will allow various ways of detection which could be done, such as data mining, deep learning, machine learning, and more. Due to the huge impact of each attack on individuals and organizations alike, prevention steps such as data backup, spam detection, and firewalls are required to reduce the risks and impacts of cyber attacks. Hence, this paper covers the topic of recent issues in network security on selected cyber attacks to observe the patterns of these attacks in industries and mechanisms used to detect the attacks. I will hand over the next presentation to Koronso.
Okay, now I'm going to bring some introduction. Nowadays, in this globalization era, network security has become an important aspect in our life due to the existence of advanced technology in this world. Therefore, network has become an important part in our life and it is widely used in terms of personal communication, organization system, as well as the financial transaction. This is due to the network allow user to exchange information for each other and connect us to any part of the world by just using the digital ecosystem. According to IBM, network security, also known as cyber security, and it can be defined as the protection of networking infrastructure to make sure the safer environment for device, application, and user from the misuse and unauthorized access for irresponsible individual. The attack created by these people can be harmful to the user or the organization, depends on the type of threat itself. Therefore, in this presentation, we will outline the detection of cyber attack, which are the phishing, ransomware, and DOS attack using the existing technology and its tool. Now I will pass to the next member.
Well, the first part of the articles is related to the phishing network. Children and Reading House, Study ETL, Batch ETL, and Hoist ETL conducted research on phishing, which can easily be found in any industries. Most common method of conducting phishing is via email. However, at ETL reported on the increasing pattern in phishing during pandemic. Email topic is highly related to the COVID-19. Similar attacking patterns are adapted by the attackers rather than reinvent the approaches and scheme to be unique in modern days. But ETL shows that the level of education does not reduce the risk of phishing. Developed countries such as Switzerland, France, United Kingdom, Malta, Iceland, and Norway, with highly educated citizens, received fraudulent messages and chapter ensuring personal information after redirecting to fake websites created by attackers. Statistical ATL suggests that phishing is commonly used as a media to deceive user in order to obtain sensitive and confidential information, impact on individual as well as business data that since the attacker's objectives are unpredictable. The second part of the articles is related to ransomware. Ransomware is a type of malware that forms threat to users' device by locking it or attacking personal data and demanding for ransom in return of data retrieval. Research shows that ransomware attack leads to data breaches in cryptocurrency. Ransomware attack was performed by spamming infection, malicious advertisements, downloading, and social engineering. As evolution came to having ransomware, nowadays can perform failures as well as memory attacks. Jailbait ETL and Garten ETL discuss on how ransomware attacks occur in SCADA. ICS has become the main target for the attack due to its sensitive nature of operations in industries like water, control and engineer, pharmaceutical, as well as health care. Knowing the vulnerability of ICS security models allows intruders to conduct ransomware attack to the system. Ransomware attack on SCADA gives impact to nodes that store the data collected, and other nodes that connect and share to the system. The third part of the article is related to DOS attack. So many ETL explode on DOS attack occurred in cloud computing. Emphasis on severity of DOS attack, the disruption of cloud services, reputational damage, and negative impact on financial. Hossein conducted a research study on DOS attack on Internet of Things and its security. Cheche and Martin and Jacobo ETL show that DOS attack can be seen to occur virtually, which can be easily accomplished in digital environment. Smart device can be one of the main targets for intruders to perform their threats. Cause severe damage as the user will not be able to access their smart devices to control home automation. Hence, the implementation of this attack was further explored to understand how it works, its challenges, and the way to overcome the minimize the risk of getting attacked. Okay, the next one.
Moving on to the methodology and results for phishing, ransomware, and DOS attack. Phishing is the most common form of cyber attacks where they are commonly made via electronic mail. Individuals who are vigilant and alert enough towards the email's content can easily identify a phishing email. However, there are cases where the emails or web pages look real enough and can easily deceive users. Therefore, previous study has been conducted in using both machine learning and deep learning for detection. From the articles listed in Table 1, it is proven that machine learning and deep learning have a huge success rate up to 98.99%. Top 3 highest results were obtained due to additional features were implemented during the machine learning process. Young and co-workers reported that the use of multidimensional features for correlation extraction with the addition of LSTM for sequential dependency leads to the best accuracy rate of 98.99%. In fact, Jain and Gupta added more features to the modeling process, which results in 98.40% accuracy. On the other hand, Sahingos and colleagues implemented machine learning-based technique by involving the huge dataset, real-time detection, and ability to detect new websites, which allow it to achieve 97.98% accuracy. Next, malware is another type of attack that uses malicious software that is designed to cause harm to any devices, services, and networks. However, ransomware is grouped under malware where it causes harm to resources by locking it to prevent users from getting access to their devices. By doing this, attackers would demand for ransom in return to unlocking the resources requested by users. Based on the previous research article, Javid Butt and co-workers reported on the scenario related to infection of PLC on corporate networks level. Ransomware spread to more than one PLC, which allowed attackers to harvest credentials and have access to resources. Encryption was conducted by emailing or sending ransom notes to victims once resources were in the attacker's hands. In addition, Rashmi identified that intruders use basic and high-level coding skills, as well as symmetric and asymmetric cryptography during ransomware attack. Attackers usually perform targeted attack towards limited range rather than random mass attack. As for Karim and Hassan, both propose a cloud-based service and machine learning model to perform prediction on suspicious or fake SWIFT messages in banking industry. Modeling part resulted in recall rate of 73.90% and 67.40% for precision. Last but not least, DOS attack is commonly occurred in cloud space, where intruders usually implemented the pay-as-you-go technique. DOS can be done by sending rapid and continuous requests to targeted cloud-based server, causing overload bandwidth within the server. Some of the DOS attacks are IP probing, SIM flooding, and Smurf attacks. DOS detection using machine learning showed a huge success rate where the rate of accuracy can go up to 100%. Kumari and Runalini reported on the best model due to the logistic regression is more compatible and fit the dataset compared to nav-based. Another study published by Saini and co-workers where decision tree and multi-layer perceptron were able to achieve accuracy of 98.64% and 98.63% respectively. This model were used to detect DOS attacks like HTTP flight, UDP flight, Smurf, SID DOS, and normal traffic. With that, it can be seen that all models are proven to be highly effective due to the accuracy values more than 80%.
In short, we have discussed three issues with network security in this research. In phishing, we found out that there's a dramatically increase ever since the COVID-19 pandemic, where the most work study and general methods need to be conducted through online. Phishing attack can be detected using machine learning and deep learning. For the study have reported, the accuracy of detecting a phishing attack is between 90.39% to 98.99%. Besides the machine learning, framework like PhishStorm and MobiFish has also been introduced to detect phishing attack on web address link and mobile application. In ransomware, we have discussed about ransomware attack in cryptocurrency. Ransomware allows the interrupter to explore ransom by infecting the system to monetize their activity without sending ransom message to victim after the attack. In banking industry, the detection of ransomware attack was conducted using machine learning algorithm. One of the model, which is SPM, has resulted in average performance of 67.4% for precision and 73.9% for recall. Additionally, can be implemented to improve the performance attack. EOS attacks are usually found in cloud computing, IoT, and smart home device. It shifts from traditional way to cloud-based server. DOS attack also can be detected using machine learning effectively. Some of the algorithm has been studied in the past are logistic regression, decision tree, MLP, random forest, and naive bias. Among these models, logistic regression has shown the best performance with the minimum of 99.83% and can be up to 100% accuracy. Next, in conclusion, in this study, we not only discuss about the current issue in network security, we also discuss about the detection method and the prevention measure that can be implemented in order to reduce the risk of the issue with network security. However, the threat in cybersecurity is keep evolving, so we need to enhance our prevention measure from time to time to combat the rise of evolving cyber attack in the future. Next, so there are 3 recommendations that we can give out for the future work. First is to explore on other cyber attack, because in this study we only focus on the 3 cyber attack. Actually, there are more cyber attacks such as man-in-the-middle attack, SQL injection, and supply chain attack can be explored. By exploring these extra cyber attack, we can obtain variable insight from them. We can increase understanding on how they work and how can they be detected and prevented for each type of attack. Next, we can include the process and the outcome of various measures. By including them, it can provide us the variable insight to the individual or organization. With the variable insight, the individual or organization, they can choose the most suitable one that suit their business operation and needs. And lastly, we can also discuss more on the detection using machine learning. By discussing more study related to machine learning, we can make comparison among them and find out what's the best performing model for each type of cyber attack. So that's all for us. These are our references that used in this study. Okay, thank you.